All right, it says I'm live, so we'll see how this works. I apologize, I'm a little late. What am I, about a minute late, I guess? So we'll see how it goes. See if notifications go out. I am trying to do this live feed from Carolyn's phone, but everybody's here, no notifications. So, 4 people. So anyway, I'm going to try something a little different. Oscar says, you're good. Hello, Oscar, good to see you. So I'm going to try this. I have a mic, see, tucked down my shirt to control the wind noise. Hello, Stephanie. Rob, I'm babysitting tonight too. Hope you all have a great night. You too, thank you for checking in. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Mom. So we're at a COE. Let's see if I can find the dam here. There's the dam right there. It's behind that pavilion. Let's see. Mother Load Camper. Hello. And Bob says, I finally made a live stream. Woo! Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, let's not give away my location, folks. I appreciate it if you wouldn't give away my location. It gets kind of dangerous when everybody knows where you're at. I mean, I want to share. I want to share where we're at so you can see the beauty of it all. But let's see. So anyway, secret camping man. Well, it's not a secret camper. I mean, I've already had one guy stop by and introduce himself. I mean, I don't mind if it's just, somebody drives by and they see us. That's fine. Hello, JB. Yeah, it's real nice. Hello, Harry. Hey, Harry, how's it going? How's your trip doing? And Roy, hello. So anyway, it's really interesting. They control water by the dam, obviously. Hello, Tim Donovan and Brenda. Good to see you. But they controlled it so much it flooded the pavilion there. Yesterday, that one was flooded. Let's see if I can show you right there. That one was flooded, but it just came down today. Boy, I guess not many people showed up. Maybe the notifications didn't get sent out. Did anybody get a notification? It doesn't. Notifications did not get sent out. Jeff, hello. Let's see. Mom's got one. Okay. Hello, Lori. Good to see you. And Lisa, hello. So anyway, I'm going to try this live feed on Carolyn's phone. See how it goes. And what my plan is, hello, John and Taz, good to see you. Doing fine at Outer Banks tonight. That is awesome. And okay, good. The notifications got sent out. So we've got 31 people. And hello, Danny. So anyway, my plan is to get better at this live feed on Carolyn's phone, so we can. So when we get to the North Rim Grand Canyon, I can take us all out to see the Grand Canyon. Christine, good to see you. Ranger Rick, good to see you. So maybe this will be a little bit more entertaining, getting to see the water, than just me sitting in the camper and you get to look at my pots and pans behind my head. The other thing that's nice is that, the evening daylight hours are longer now. Hello, Wayne and I Sure Fish. Good to see you. How's the temps there? I think we got into about 79 degrees here. So it hasn't rained this week since we got to this location. Beautiful place. Yes, it's very nice. Carolyn and I walked the dam yesterday. That was a lot of fun. The neat thing about this campground, it's a mile to like Dollar General. We can walk to the Dollar General. So this one's really neat. We get the nature of the water, and at the same time, we're close to town. Roy says, love it there. Let's see, Miss Vicky, got notifications. You guys are finally traveling. I'm so happy for you and Carolyn. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, we've been doing pretty good. I mean, we've been to Mississippi and Texas, and now we're in Central Texas. Well, I guess Central Texas. I don't know how central that is. So, best of both worlds. Yeah, I know. This is incredible. Yeah, I mean, right in the middle of town. Nice night temps in Vermont. Dollar General is a store. Yeah, there's a Dollar General store. There's also a grocery store back there. We'll probably go there. It's going to cost us more in groceries to get it. But the way I'm figuring, in order to get to a regular Walmart or discount grocery store, it's going to be about 50 miles. So I figured whatever expense we spend, the extra expense we spend at this local grocery store, we'll probably end up saving in gas money. So Martin says, love your videos. Well, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Hey, Dean Dun, good to see you. Glad you can make it. And Taz says, do you worry about someone breaking into your truck when both of you are hiking? Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm always, since the pop-up camper fire, I don't have good thoughts about our security anymore. I mean, I hate to be that blunt and honest about it, but it's always on my mind. Not complaining, but FYI, Carolyn's phone seems to not digitize very well. Like like areas of videos keep jumping around. Just thought I mentioned in case, what? Not complaining, but FYI, Carolyn's phone seems not digitizing very well. Like other areas of the video keep jumping around. Just thought I would mention in case you didn't know. What, in this live feed or my videos? The videos are edited, and now, of course, we have a weaker internet signal here than we did the last few places, so that might be part of the issue. But this phone has really done well for videos, as far as I know. Steven says, hey, good to see you. Live feed is better when you hold still, but still not bad quality. Thumbs up. That connectivity moving around. I think you remember saying that your stick and brick was broken into. Yeah, it was. Not now, but the difference between a stick and brick being broken into and being out here is, I don't know. I feel like that when we don't know anybody in Texas. So if something happens to our camper out here, it's just a personal feeling. This isn't something that you can say work logic into. You just can't. Yeah, we were broken into, but in the end, it was more scary when the camper got burned down. It was just scary. I mean, fortunately we were near Dad's house, but if you know what happened here in Texas, what would we do? I know what we would do, and you always try to talk yourself into being logical, but in the end, it's just something. Post-traumatic stress syndrome, whatever you want to call it. Take coupons. This live feed is a little sketchy, but still quite watchable. I don't know what by sketchy means. That's not helping. I mean, we have a poor, I don't want to say we have a poor cell signal. We actually have 4G, but there's so many people on the tower at 5 and 6 o'clock that it's just slow. I mean, if it's bouncy because I'm bouncing around, then I apologize about that. That's just me trying to get used to it. I'm seeing it too, Rob. Losing sound. Okay, well, then that just means the signal is weak. There's nothing I can do about it. Can you please ask Carolyn to make a campfire? No, I won't. Sorry, Sarah, but she is not involved in the YouTube videos. I promised that she would never have to do anything with it. So, no, I just can't do that. This is my channel. And it was just part of the deal that if I ever got to, if she'd let me do it, I wouldn't make her do anything with it. I think it's a great live feed. He is an awesome guy. Well, thank you very much, Miss Vicky. I certainly see the difference, Rob. Trail cam is about the best you can do for security. Well, but that wouldn't have helped us. If you think about it, because a lot of people said that when the camper burned down. If we'd have had a trail cam when he burned down our camper, the only thing we would have is evidence that he did it. And so we could arrest him, but that would have still left us without a camper. And out in the middle of the forest without a camper. But this time, if our camper burned down this time, that also includes the truck. So not only does our house burn down, but the truck burns down. It's difficult to describe. It's like a bad reception on TV, not a big deal. I understand, but it's not the phone. I'm just telling you, it's just a bad signal. Now, it could be the wind, I don't know. I'm fine, carry on. Hey, trying to figure out live feed. Got a live feed finally. So hello. Well, hello, Angie Hodge. Good to see you. Done, thumbs up. Thank you very much. Hello, Doug. Exactly. Best doesn't mean perfect. I wasn't complaining. I just mentioned it for you to know in case you didn't. Well, I mean, I did a test live feed last week. It was a 7-minute live feed, and I watched the live feed, and it did really well. So the only thing I can make an assumption on is if you're not having a good quality day here, it's the internet. The internet's just, that's why I was late. I was trying to figure out which internet I wanted to use. Did I want to use Carolyn's internet, or did I want to use my jetpack? And believe it or not, my jetpack was actually doing worse than Carolyn's internet, so I went with hers. Feed is good. Stand on one foot and hold up your arm and put it. Apparently, some people are having issues and others aren't. You've got glasses today. Oh, I have glasses every live feed. I can't read the screen if I don't have glasses. But the thing is I can't look out, so I got to take the glasses off in order to show you anything. Then I can't see the screen when I come back. Jane the Jeeps. Hey, Rob, I'm late. Let's see, I'm late doing our budget. Mary says, hi, Rob, do you have an idea how much the camper shell you built weighs? It weighs 250 pounds. Plus we added 19 pounds with the Coroplast, the corrugated plastic. You know, we put that on just a couple of well, I guess about 2 months ago now. So we added 19 pounds with that. So 269. But we had to keep it light. I don't know, is it too loud? Maybe I'm screaming, maybe because my mic is right here. Sorry. You know, we had to keep it light because the truck was a 4-cylinder. Nest Prepper says, evening, Rob. Some of us don't feel the need to grouse about something out of your control. The plastic was a great improvement. Oh, I tell you, that plastic was a big deal. I am so happy with that. Oh, I mean, I just can't express how great that was. It doesn't leak. It holds up well. And it just feel better about it. And there's a lot to say about this lifestyle. You know, I tried to say this the other day, and a lot of people took it wrong. You have to feel good, otherwise you're going to always be stressed out. And Texas has made me feel good. The Coroplast has made me feel good. You know, keeping shave makes me feel good. Have you ever taken the camper off the truck? Not since we put it on, because I'd have to disconnect all the electric. And, you know, it takes 2 people to take it off. Wow, fantastic. Looks like some flooding behind you. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the bench. Yep. The pavilion's underwater too. Can you see the pavilion? I can walk back to it if you want me to. You're doing great. This is awesome. I'm glad you like it. Hey, Rob, looks like a good place to go for a swim. Well, you can swim. There's a sign over there that says you can get some life jackets from the COE. Jackie King, good to see you. Are you the only channel that tells it like it really is? You know, I don't know. I think there's some that's trying to follow suit. I will tell you this, and it's not bragging. You asked the question, and I know that a lot of people here will agree with me. I am the one that started this idea that I was going to tell it like it is. The good, the bad, the ugly. Since then, a lot of other channels have picked up on it. You will be fine. Go for it. You look happy to me. Oh, well, I feel pretty good. Texas is a good deal. Texas made a big difference. Texas makes me feel like it was when we first started this thing. I was hoping to see you in a fake beard. Storms and tornadoes in southern Missouri last night. Yeah, well, there's some in Oklahoma right now. I mean, we're actually kind of on the edge here. Texas got a lot of rain last week. Last week, we only got 1 day's worth of rain. I mean, it was a lot. Yeah, I will agree with you there. Yeah, it was flooded, or there was some flooding. Thanks for the transparency. Well, my pleasure. I'm glad you can watch. I really have learned a lot from you. Well, thank you. Thank you for all the information. You're welcome. What else can we talk about? if I walk away from here, we get away from the water. But I mean, it's up to you guys. If you want me to walk around and show you the place. I mean, there's not much to it. The only thing I can do is go to the other side over there. Can you see, where am I at here? I don't know. I can walk all the way around, but there's not much over there. It's a long walk, but that's okay. 5 inches overnight in some areas. You truth trendsetter, you. Yeah. Hi. I'm now back home on my boat and Coast Bay. Coffee tastes best at home. Yeah, I bet it does. Yeah, I will tell you, I miss my bun coffee maker. I do miss that. But I've noticed, no fear to trek, I've noticed that you've been over on Dave's channel, but you haven't commented much on mine, so I'm glad to see you back. You. Started watching you last year, got a tent, pop-ups, 1970, Googled and found you. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, we started out the adventure in our pop-up. Of course, someone burned it down, but it was a good start. Just got the dreaded spinning circle. Try refreshing your browser. Didn't get tornadoes. Oh, there's JB. JB, what'd you say? Just the dreaded spinning circle. Time to refresh. Well, it could be me. The greenery is nice to see. Well, I mean, do you guys want me to walk around? They've protected these flowers. They cut grasses. It's funny. They cut grass real spotty here because they wanted to protect some flowers. I mean, I know that some people are complaining that when I walk, it bounces around too much. So 6 one way, half a dozen the other. But I just found it interesting. So they cut the grass in spots, but they want to protect these wildflowers, I guess. So they let that grow. So it's real spotty how they cut the grass here. It's all over too. There's blue flowers and orange flowers and purple flowers. 70 people here. YouTube is about marketing. I'm sure you're going to get more views like outside camped. Let's see. YouTube is about marketing. I'm sure you're going to get more views. Live outside compared to the same pots and pans behind you every time. Marketing is all about freshness. This is a great refresher. Well, yeah, the only problem is during the winter, I can't do them outside because it's still dark. You know, during the summertime, it gets lighter. It stays lighter longer. I did them outside last year at the Black Hills National Forest and the grasslands. But now I got this phone and I got the jetpack. I'll be able to do it outside more often and walk around. So, some advantages. Hello, Mr. Elmer. How are you doing, sir? Timothy, hello from Caravan 2W in Alcala, Nevada. Well, thank you for joining us. Let's see. Sharon says, if you ever go back and start your adventure over, what would you change? Well, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't do it in a pop-up now. I'm much happier in the camper. What would I change? Well, you know, that's not I don't want to say fair, but for lack of a better word, that's not really a fair question. There's not much I could change. The original plan, let me back up. The original plan was to wait five more years, so we could have a bigger savings. I mean, we have a pretty significant savings now, but we really wanted to wait 5 more years. That would have been 5 times the amount of what we got now. Well, probably more than that, I guess. But regardless, so money would be a bigger, would help out a lot. But we don't want to dip into our emergency fund. The other thing I would have done is I would have also established my business a little bit better before starting. I mean, right now, you know, I was trying to grow the business the same time I was trying to start a new lifestyle. That was probably a mistake. I should have started the business, get it going a little bit first, and then start the lifestyle. Well, I say mistake. It's not a mistake. None of it's been a mistake. We've done well. But there was just a lot of stresses all at once. And then, you know, Carolyn's daughter got sick and the camper burned down. And then we had to go back to Missouri. So, I mean, it's just been one problem after another. If I didn't have to worry about building a business at the same time as trying to deal with all these problems, it would have been a lot easier. Good news, scary weather in spring. Let's see, just a quiet guy. I go interesting places, but I'm boring to watch. Love the flowers. Yeah, those are neat. Hit the thumbs up. Glad Texas is working for you. The West in general is friendlier. Well, I'm not going to do the West-East thing. I'm just not. I've talked about that a lot. A lot of people are opposed to the East. And the East has been great. Research is, look, here's the thing. I tried to say this in your video the other day. Researching Arizona has been terrible. I mean, it's hard to find resources, camping, internet, water, all the things you need. It's hard to research. You come to Texas, though, you type in free campsite with water and electric, and you'll find dozens of them. Free electric. So Texas is like the easiest thing to research. Arizona is the hardest thing to research. And so then you go over to the east, and I would say that the East Coast is like medium range. Everything has been medium. You know, it's not too hard, not too easy. So, you know, being in Texas, it's just downright easy. You know, 170 miles from one campground to another campground, both of them got water. This one's got a campsite host, so I'm not all that worried about security. Bathrooms are spotless because of the campsite host. So, you know, that's awesome. It's just really easy here. Arizona, research so far has been really hard. And you go over to Florida, you can find them. It's just not, you know, you spend, instead of spending 8 hours trying to research an area, over in Florida, you'll spend 4 hours. So I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I'm going, good, let's see. Hello, Michelle. Just bought a pop-up, going to be living in ours till the new house is built. Glad I found your videos. Now, see, there's a good thing for a pop-up. Doing something like that. I've seen a lot of people do that. They'll come to my channel to build a house or wait for an apartment to open up or something like that. So yeah, or they'll get a job off site for a while, so a pop-up works good there too. It's a cheap method of having someplace to stay. Hit the like button. Hello, Daryl. Your health could change dramatically in 5 years. Well, it could, but that's a good point. I mean, I understand what you're saying because I said I wanted to wait 5 years. Peace of mind is important also. I keep stressing about mental illness. I think this lifestyle can drag out any mental illness conditions you may have. For example, you know, Carolyn has a lot of anxiety. She's always had anxiety. But being out here, it actually has made it harder on her to be around people. So we always have to be mentally stable out here. If you're not mentally stable, you're going to get drugged harder into whatever mental illness that you're already prone to. You know, I'm high stress. I've always been high stress. It just, I was going to die of a heart attack if I kept up my stress level. So having more money reduces my stress, for example. So you got to understand what your mental illness, that you're prone to, and you got to be willing to face that head on, and deal with it before you get out here. And so the 5 years would have helped with my stress level. Hello, Rob. You look beautiful. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. True Texan. Hello there. EV1. Good evening, Donnie. Watch out for the storms here in North Texas. Well, I'm actually kind of middle Texas. I'm actually missing them, so I'm pretty happy about that. I lucked out. I recently watched some of your really old videos. It's fascinating to see how your demeanor has changed. You're definitely more chilled. Well, thank you. I do appreciate that. Jimmy, good to see you. How you doing? Hello, where are you at? Hawaii? Yeah, that's Hawaii right there, bud. Now I'm in Texas. I'm from the east. Been good for me so far. Just saying, in my humble opinion, you're doing great. I like the way you present fresh content, not warmed over content that copied off others like a lot of them do. Yeah, well, it's hard to copy others because I don't agree with them. That's that. When there's this one guy. I don't want to give away their names, but there's this one guy. Every video is beautiful scenery. Every video is him. Come on out here. You're going to love it. And he's always inspiring. He's saying, come out here, come out here, come out here. And I think, man, you're going to get somebody in trouble. You're going to get somebody out here who has no business being out here. You know, they'll have a severe mental illness. You know, Carolyn has said that she wouldn't do this lifestyle without me with her. Because, you know, it would be difficult, but she wants to do it. So, influence people and saying it's easy. I must have hit a button that I didn't want to hit. Waiting for the North Rim live feed. So am I. Let's see. I don't know. My phone's got a funny little bubble over here on the right. I don't know what that is. 85. Yep, 85 people. Your live feed roaming has been really good so far for the second time. Well, thank you. How to find camping places. You go to freecampsites.net. I've got several videos on that. As a matter of fact, I've done a couple recent videos on finding free campsites. I think I got one where I said Arizona. Oh, I know what it says. The title of it is Research Says Arizona's Tough Camping or something like that. That's a pretty new one. Go look for that one. It shows you how to use freecampsites.net. Hello, Judy. Good to see you. Let's see. Ranger Rick. Hey, Rob. I've been meaning to tell you that when we were in North Rim about 10 years ago, the only water available was the NP National Park Campground, which we stayed. It was about 2 hours to any town. Yeah, I agree. The South Rim. Oh, you mean the viewing area? Yeah, I agree. That's probably the only place we can get it now. We can buy some water. I saw pictures of water in that little county store. I forget the name of the road, but just I think like 20 miles north of the North Rim county store, you can buy water. Now, what we are going to do probably is go to Jacob Lake and stay at the campground overnight and fill up all our buckets. That'd be $20. Hello, Dennis. Oh boy, the Canadian. Let's see. Explorer, good to see you. Uh-oh, what did I do here? I got to get out of this. I was watching your video. Continue safe travels and God bless. Well, thank you, Cora. Some nomads are, boy, it's windy. My mic is right here, so hopefully that. Some nomads are now not doing it anymore. They are moving to parks. Yeah. Why'd they put the bench and tables in? I don't know. Why would you put benches and tables in the water? That's just silly to me. The guardrails, the whole deal. High tide. Well, no, it's a dam. This is a lake, and they've just dammed it up. I don't know why they dammed it up so that it flooded. I wouldn't have expected that to happen, but that's what they did. There's a bunch of water behind me. Yeah, a little bit. So the other day, I was saying earlier, we walked across that yesterday, the dam. That was fun. Watched all the water. On the other side, you can see the water coming out. That was fun. You're in my neck of the woods. Plenty of water is plentiful here. Oh, I know. Texas, like I said earlier, Texas is just easy to find this, to do this lifestyle. So excited for you to go to the North Rim. You will be so happy. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. The fence in the water separates the good and the bad water. Yeah. I didn't think of that. That's probably what it is. Yep. Good and bad water. I would not build a fence in the water. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Keeps the fish from coming on this side, I guess, huh? I was in North Rim last year. Couldn't see the canyon due to the heavy smoke filled from the controlled burns by the park services. I felt sorry for the international tourists. Finally got home in time. Well, hello, Mark H. Good to see you. Hey, did I catch up with all the comments? All right. Well, I'm going to walk back over here. I mean, I don't know how this is going to work. I haven't gotten a lot of feedback other than the live feed was a little sketchy at first. So I don't know if it's gotten any better. I haven't heard any complaints. Looks like Minnesota and Iowa. No, this doesn't look like Minnesota and Iowa. I've lived in Iowa. Iowa's full of snow and tornadoes. And cornfields. Nope, I lived in Iowa for a few years. Are you in Central Texas? Yes, I am. Hello, Shirley. You can find out when controlled burn season is, but the burn days cannot be predicted in advance due to wind. Is there a place in Texas with warm weather you can stay during the winter? Well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to come down here in the winter. Yeah, there's all kinds right on the beach on the Gulf Coast. There's on the northwest side, I bet there's 24 campgrounds that has free water, free electric. Now, it's not 14-day stay. A lot of them are like 2 days, 4 days. But if you hit all those, that's like a month. And then you go on down, probably to where I'm at now. This would be, if I stayed here, I could stay here 6 weeks. Then head on down to the Gulf Coast, stay on the beach, just working my way back up north to Louisiana, and then back up to northeast Iowa. See, y'all got me with Iowa. Go back up to northeast Texas, and from there, I mean, I have no plans after that. But I mean, I want to get out of Texas before the hurricane seasons. Yeah, this is where we're coming for winter. So you're not going back to Florida for no, not this year. No, we're going to stay in Texas. Texas is just easy. It's just, I can't express how easy Texas has been for me. So I'm going to enjoy it. Deep South Texas should make for a pleasant winter. I agree. And a lot of people say there's a lot of campgrounds on the beach that has showers. I mean, I haven't found them, but I intend to find them. I'm going to try to find them. Sounds like a great plan. Bad part about controlled burn smoke in the Grand Canyon, it takes so long to clear up. Rira is in Japan. Good morning. How are you? Waking up to a fresh, warm day, right? Texas is a great state for RVers. So, you know, look, here, you're right, Jimmy. I tell you, Texas and Nebraska are the best states you can go for RVing. For free camping, I should say. Stream is fine. Next time, shoot in IMAX. Maybe 3D. I'm enjoying the conversation and view. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I'll do that. Somebody buy me the equipment. Texas almost has its own country. I'm so jealous I don't live there. Well, Texas used to be its own country. I'm kind of guesstimating on the dates, but like from 1835 to 1865, Texas was its own country. It broke away from Mexico. Use wet wipes, no shower. The further west, the easier it gets. East is best, but the west is the best. I just said this earlier. I've not seen that just yet. Everybody says go west. I've spent Arizona. Everybody says go to Arizona. It's so easy. Arizona, Arizona, Arizona. I've spent days trying to research camping in Arizona. Finding resources, finding internet, finding water, and it's just impossible and to stay within budget. I mean, when we go to Arizona, our budget is going to be blown out of the water. There's no way we're going to be able to stay in budget. So Texas, on the other hand, is the exact opposite of Arizona. You type in camping in Texas, you're going to find water, you're going to find internet, you're going to find grocery store. I can walk to the Dollar General. It's only a mile away. I got this beautiful campground and a mile away Dollar General and a grocery store and a gas station. That's easy. You go over to the east and it's right in the middle. You know, you can easily find these resources in Florida. But it takes, about 4 hours to research. So, I'm just not seeing how the West is so much easier. I've spent days trying to figure out what we're going to do on the west. You know, we're going to go to Arizona, Grand Canyon, then we're going to go up through what, Utah? I think it was Utah, into Wyoming, into, yeah, into Oregon, I guess. Then into Washington and come back around through Montana and back south again. And I've spent days trying to figure this out. And I still haven't got it all nailed down yet. It's just been a lot of work. Well, in Florida, on the east, it probably took me a day to figure out Virginia, go up to Virginia, back down to South Carolina, into Florida, had my whole year planned out within a day. So I'm just not sure that researching the West Coast is easier. You know, everybody says it's easier. I just haven't seen it. What's your favorite campground in Nebraska? Well, I tell you what, go to freecampsites.net. Look at, when you go to the filters, look for free electric and free water. And all those are my favorite. On the east side, it's kind of more on the east side. They have their own grid. Big Bend National Park is deep south. Texas is beautiful. Yeah, Texas. I mean, I just can't say enough about Texas. In Florida, the further south you go, the further north you get. Well, John, thank you very much. I don't know when you posted that, but I really do appreciate it. Sorry it took me so long to get to it. It doesn't give me a notification. So can everybody please give a shout out to John for me? My goodness, that is just, I mean, I can't express my thanks enough. Very generous, and I will continue to do my best to provide good quality content. So thank you so much. Hello, Little House on the Road. Let's see. John says, hello, Little House on the Road, subscribers and coffee fun. Well, I'll definitely drink some coffee. Thank you. Have you visited the White Mountains in New Hampshire or Green Mountains of Vermont? No, we haven't been to New Hampshire or Vermont. Anyway, so thank you so much. I wish I would have saw that earlier, but on this new phone, I didn't get the notification. But now I know where to look. So I hope you heard. Thank you, John. I know you said you usually just come in and jump right back out. So. My water is way over there, so I'm going to walk back over there and get my water and get a drink. So, boy, this has been a pretty good live feed. Lots of interaction. Harry, looks like we've topped 100. We got 101 people right now. Honestly, Arizona is almost what the membership thing is almost what the membership thing. Not is. Whew. Sorry about the wind. It feels nice though. I don't know where the mic is. There it is. I'll try to cover it up so you're not getting blasted by the wind. Should try Galveston. Oh, we will. We'll go to Galveston probably more next winter. Right now, we're gonna stay at one more campground near here, and then we're gonna shoot straight up north to Oklahoma, then into New Mexico, and then into Arizona. And then we're gonna come back down next year. Pay a couple thousand camp for free after that. No wind interference at all. Really? That's great. Thank you so much. I'm glad you told me that. So yesterday, this park bench was underwater, but it just finally got cleared off. You can walk on it now. That one is, whoops, where'd it go? That one's still underwater. Oklahoma is okay. Well, Oklahoma has a free campsite with free electric, so we're going to go there for 4 days. That's the only reason we're going to Oklahoma. And I just never been to Oklahoma. It's right on the Texas border. There's actually, what we're going to do is there's a campground, what is it, in Oklahoma, and then we'll go west, back into Texas, I don't know, 40 miles or so, and there's another one with free electric. Sound fine, no wind. That is awesome. I can hear the heartbeat. Oh, can you? Oh, that's embarrassing. How big is that lake? Do you know? It's huge. I don't know. A county? It's huge. Just turning in. Let's see. What does that say? Just turning in. Hello, Little House. Hello, Stubby Peeps. Good to see you. FYI, I don't detect any broadcast delay right now. Well, that's good to know. All right, continuing on. My wife's aunt lives in El Reno, Oklahoma. All right, so I got water. You guys want to see the flowers? I'm not a big flower person, but this has actually been kind of neat to see. They're everywhere. They don't cut the grass in specific areas. It's really spotty mowing. My grandpa would have been disappointed in this kind of mowing behavior, but they really kept the flowers. There's purple ones and orange ones and yellow ones. I don't see any yellow ones here, but they're everywhere here, everywhere. I love the way it looks. You're from Florida, aren't you, Rira? You're from Florida, I believe. I preferred that over mode. Yeah. Love your live. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. What else do you want to talk about? 90 people here. Somebody needs to be talking. I can't carry the conversation. Any deer out there? No deer, but some really big birds. I mean, we're really close to town. We can walk to the Dollar General. It's only about a mile away. But in the mornings, you hear all the drivers crossing the dam, honking their horns, trying to get the birds out of the way. Thousand Trails is what I was thinking about. Expensive up front, but seems worthwhile for long-term use. Signing off. All right, Jeff, thanks for joining us. I really do appreciate it. California gas rate is $4 a gallon. Yeah, I'm not going to go to California. I mean, yeah, it would be too expensive. Hi, Rob and Carolyn. Hello. How are you, Molly? I'm a Navy brat from all over, mostly Southern California. Ah, okay. Whereabouts are you? We're in Texas, mid-Texas. How much is gas here? I think I paid $2.38. I think it was $2.38. I bought gas at Costco. It was $2.49, North Carolina. Yeah, gas has been pretty reasonable. It really has. I think it got pretty reasonable, last summer? I'm thinking, yeah, last summer it got pretty reasonable. What else is going on? Gas regular is $3.50 and $3.75 in Oregon. Oh my goodness. Did you put a special tire on your rig? No, it still has a manufacturing tire. I just had a flat tire. Speaking of tires, I make it a video, so you'll see that in about 8 days. But coming down here, we had a flat tire. I had it off, put a plug in it, and back on the road in 30 minutes. I was so proud of myself, like a NASCAR pit crew. I mean, I've gotten this flat tire thing down to a science. I also aired it back up with the air pump. So that's what took the longest, is airing the darn thing back up. We are in mid-Texas at Bardwell Lake. That's Gerald Rogers. If that's cheaper than it is in Ohio, we're closer to the Idaho. No, gas needs to go under $1 a gallon before I say reasonable. In Death Valley, California, I heard gas is over $9 a gallon. Yeah, Jimmy, that is unreal. Oh, yeah, the summertime gas is always higher. Just more people out on the road, supply and demand. Less supply, more demand. And it's interesting how they do that. They start producing less in the summer. You know, that's when they start to repair their equipment, the manufacturing, you know, the manufacturing of the gas. Aha, good for you, the tire. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's always an aggravation. Last winter, I think we had 3 flat tires. How's the one on the camper? How's I mean, the Rap's doing amazing. It survived basically a tornado, so yeah, it's doing great. Absolutely love that. I mean, I have no complaints. I don't know what more I can say about it. It just worked great. When you leave Texas, go west, gas jumps up dramatically. It just went cross country. Well, I'm not going to do that. You said you have a 4-cylinder. Does it have a turbocharge? No turbocharge. Now, I will say this: the newer 4-cylinders, it's kind of misleading, I guess is the best word to use. I had a 6-cylinder on my 2007 Chevy Colorado. I had a 6-cylinder. This 4-cylinder on my 2015 Colorado has about another 100 horsepower that the 6-cylinder had. So this 4-cylinder actually has more power than the 2007 engine. You said you had, yeah, okay. Sorry, got to sign off. All right, Shirley, good to see you. Thank you very much. Remember back in the 70s when gas went from 90 cents a gallon and people had to fit? It's the 70s. The only thing I remember about the 70s and gas pump was my grandpa was filling up 5-gallon jugs, and he got aggravated with me because I shut off the pump on him. I feel terrible about that. I always felt terrible about that. That's the only thing I remember about gas. Well, we've covered all the topics. We got gas and lakes and go west, go east. What else you want to talk about? Oh, we've even talked about keeping the fish in. Let's see. The new engines are awesome. The power in the MPG is insane. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm getting 22 miles a gallon, 19 to 22 miles a gallon with this big old kite up in the air. My Focus has a 2.0. Man, it's awesome on gas mileage. Dig the live broadcast. It's going good. Well, thank you very much. Old and even days, odd and even days. Oh, the gas wars. Well, I think I'm going to jump off because the conversation's kind of slowed down. So, tacos and tarps. John, are you the only one in here that remembers that? Is there a beach there? Well, no. Those 4-cylinder diesels the Chevy is using is pretty impressive. I've heard about those, yeah. Mowing, very, very bad for the environment. Environmental practice, wildflowers, metals better. Have a great day. Yeah, Rob, will you one day have a Bitcoin wallet to accept donations? I don't know anything about Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm going to say goodnight. We'll talk to you next week. So, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video, and happy travels. There we go. I wish it was a national fishing license. That would be great. Yeah, a lot of people said that. Molly says she's late again. Going to bid you guys a good evening. All right, take care. Good night. Good night. Take care. Good night. Sometimes they hold water back in the lakes and keep from flooding downstream areas.